When it comes down to improving at something, people always tend to say that you need consistent practice, you need always to look for opportunities to learn something new, and so on. These rules also do apply to speedrunning, but today I want to tell you how I just PB'd recently in Celeste after a 1-month break of never playing the game. So the very first thing you need to understand is that breaks aren't bad, and if you have to take a break, then go out and take a break. Let it be either just a single day, a week, a weekend, or even a month or longer. If you have any private issues or you just feel burned out from your speed game, then taking a break is nothing too bad. And especially very dedicated players, they think the moment they take a break and every time they stop their consistent practice, they think, oh no, now I have this huge gap of not practicing the game. I will never get the time back, and I'm not improving as quickly as I could have. That is very wrong. A break can have very different benefits, and I'm going to share them now. So the first benefit is that it resets your mind and it allows you to relieve stress. That's very simple. Like when I was back then practicing consistently, I was always trying and figuring out, okay, how can I improve today? What can I practice today? Because I was practicing so much, I was expecting a lot from me. Oh, now I practice for 1 week, for 2 weeks. Now I need good runs. But with that mindset, you won't get good runs in particular. Like practice and consistent practice is very good, but just because you do it, you don't have to expect a PB immediately. And the break allows you to reset everything. You practice consistently, you take a month break or a week break like I did, and you come back with a fresh mindset. Like you don't expect too much from yourself because you just had a break. How can you play as good as before the break? You play with less stress. You, during a run or during practice sessions, you just try your best and you don't think as much as, oh, I could have played better, because you are fine with how good you play because you just came back to the game. Whatever you get right now is the best you can achieve. It allows you to de-stress a lot, which is very beneficial. Another thing many people misunderstand with taking a break is that the moment you take a break, they think the muscle memory will run off. For example, when you have a month not running your speed game, many people talk about the rust, that their execution is worse and whatnot, and that may be true in the beginning. Like at many points you play way sloppier or you have less confidence in your inputs and whatnot, but to be honest, in 2 hours or something, most of it is coming back very quickly and you can start grinding for close to PB or good times again. At least that's the case for me. When I had a break, I practiced a little bit here, a little bit there every day, like around an hour, and I got very quickly back to PB paces and actually to a PB after 4 days of practicing. So that's very quickly. 1 month not playing, it just took 4 to 5 hours to get most of my muscle memory back and then PBing after 4 days. Sounds like muscle memory is not the problem in a break. The probably most biggest benefit after taking a break is to just play and have fun again. And that will be a lot easier after a break. I had a lot of fun again with Celeste after the break. Before the break, I was a little bit running out of steam with Celeste. I wasn't really excited for it that much. But after the break, I was excited again, had an easier time sitting down practicing my sections, had an easier time learning new things. It was all just more natural, and I had similar excitements to back then when I started speedrunning the game in the first place. So just sit down, play the game, and understand the game again. Learn the game in new ways. It will all be a lot easier to you than beforehand. Guaranteed. So yeah, after these 3 tips, I hope you will utilize them. Quickly to my story, how I got to my PB. I had a 1 month break because of private life issues. Like, there was something really big going on in my life. If you want to read more of it, there's a past bin in the video description. On top of that, I had internet connection issues, so I couldn't really stream because my connection to the Twitch servers was for whatever reason very low, very bad. I couldn't stream. These two things combined made me very unmotivated for speedrunning or for anything in life pretty much. I had a very big down phase. You may call it a depression phase of 1 month. But yeah, I came back to speedrunning on Wednesday last week. Today I'm recording on Wednesday this week. I came back to speedrunning Wednesday last week. So what I did, I just sat down and played individual levels, individual sections of the game without any intention of learning something new or grinding for an ILPB, individual level PB. I just played it and see where my times are. That was really important for me so I can understand how good I am at the point and what my average time may be in a full run. So after this I did this for 30 minutes probably in each level. I sit down 15 minutes, looked at the rooms I was really bad at, and tried to improve on them, like figuring out maybe a new strategy that is more consistent for me, or understanding what my mistakes are and why I die in certain rooms so often. Like on the first day I practiced the chapter 3 of Celeste, and I died in like 3 to 4 rooms very often over these 30 to 1 hour practice session. And then I sit down and looked why I died so often and looked for new ways to die less or for new strategies that are more consistent for me. And I did the same pretty much for every other chapter I practiced like that. So on Thursday I practiced chapter 4, on Friday I practiced chapter 5, and on Sunday I practiced chapter 6, and on Monday I practiced chapter 7, so the last chapter of the game. On Monday also the PB happened though. And what that did to me is I first of all got muscle memory back. I know where I am, but without the pressure. Like every time I did the full run I had no pressure on myself because I knew it's just seeing where I am, not seeing if I could PB. And most of the runs actually got very close to PB. I had 2 PB paces before the actual PB happened though. And one of them was very good and very close, and the other one had major mistakes, like a few mistakes were the biggest mistakes you can make in a single room, and I still was only 5 seconds off PB. So after that I knew, hey, even though I had a break, I can still fucking PB, and that's awesome. That's all you need to do. You need to play the game, you need to look for new opportunities, and just enjoy your time with the game. Don't stress yourself. And be fine with the fact that you had a break, and take a break every now and then. You don't need to practice the game every day. I just practice for 30 minutes to an hour every day. And that's enough for me. Find out a way that's enough for you. And I hope these tips help you. Leave a comment if they helped you. Leave a comment if you have other ideas, better ideas, what you did after a break, if you PB'd after a break. I hope this video really helped you. And see you all next time or in my stream. Link in the description. Bye. What is